Welcome to anybody who is watching. This is my mum, Sybil Pretious, the author of this wonderful, beautiful book called My Mother, a Kimberley Diamond. And I am Jen Coe. I am the daughter of Sybil, and the book is about my grandmother. So I've had the pleasure of working a little bit with Mum on the book, and I thought, Mum, we could spend a bit of time just talking about Granny Gwen and the book. And so I have a few questions that I wanted to chat with you about, and maybe we can start with, when did you first decide you wanted to start the book or write Granny Gwen's story?
Well, originally in 1989, I think it was, my dad had died, and my mum, they were living in a retirement place. And my mum was feeling really sad and quite lonely. And I said to her, what about writing all those wonderful stories that you used to tell us about you and Dad in the bush when you were in your early married days? And she perked up quite a bit. So I left a pad of notepaper for her to write on. When I called back again, she'd written on that, and then she'd taken back of calendars and written on that. So she had got quite enthusiastic about it. So I still have those. And I just, when she eventually died, I decided that I should write their story because it was just amazing.
It is quite amazing that it spans almost a century, and in Southern Africa at a time when there was so much change and political turmoil, and just a really incredible life that she lived. When you were writing and researching, were there moments that you felt Granny Gwen's presence?
I think she was probably there, occasionally I'd wake up early in the morning and feel her presence very, very well. And yes, I think she probably was holding my hand, maybe.
Lovely. And what was it like writing the story? Because you spent over a decade writing it. I mean,
Yes.
decades.
I think it probably would not have taken quite so long, but I moved every few years. I've lived in 6 countries and worked in 6 countries, and so it got a little bit put on the burner a couple of times, and I think that's why it took so long. But also contacting people and doing research into the history of the book. Yeah.
Yeah, so much that goes into it. And do you, what was your relationship like with Granny Gwen when you were growing up?
Our early childhood was wonderful. I mean, we had pretty free roaming childhood. My parents bought and sold properties, so we moved often, and it was quite difficult to make friends, actually. But my mother was always there for us, and yes, I think she shaped quite a bit of my life.
In what ways?
Well, I think I just saw my parents, their pioneering spirit, and when I had grown up, and well, I think after my marriage, really, I decided, well, I could do a whole lot myself and travel and meet new people. So I think, yes, in that way, she had quite an influence on me.
Mm-hmm. And once you'd started writing, and you were gathering stories and doing a bit of the background research, did anything surprise you about her life or who she was?
I think as I did more research, I really began to appreciate my mother and father, and their courage and spirit. And I don't know, I suppose I thought I had an easy life in comparison.
Mm-hmm. Mm. And to give a bit of context to people who don't know you or don't know the background story, I'm just going to read a little bit just from the back of the book. Tempered by loss and endurance, Gwen Lambert's life shone with the rare clarity of a Kimberley diamond. So Kimberley is a town in South Africa where the big hole is, where a lot of diamond mining, early diamond mining was done. In this deeply personal memoir, Sybil tells the story of her mother, a woman whose life unfolded against the backdrop of a changing 20th century and the shifting landscapes of Southern Africa. Through memories, family history, and reflections across generations, the book brings to life a woman whose experiences reflect both the intimacy of family life and the broader forces of history. Tender, reflective, and richly human, her story is a testament to courage in the face of tragedy, the enduring bonds of family, and the resilience of the human spirit.
Yes,
Yeah,
that sums it up.
yeah. Was there anything that was difficult to write or difficult to face when you were writing the book?
I think, yes, there were parts. I mean, just our relationship I think often she pushed me. I was a bit backward in coming forward in some circumstances, and at the time, I suppose I felt a bit resentful, but now I see, I've become the person I am because of a lot of the background with her and my dad.
Mm. If she was sitting here with us now, what would you want her to understand about why you wrote this book or why it's been such an important journey for you?
I think I would want her to understand that I wanted to celebrate their lives, because I want the grandchildren, the great grandchildren, and well, anyone who comes after, to know when they have problems that the problems are really small in comparison to what my parents overcame.
Hmm. Yeah, I can see that because,
You're nodding sagely.
Yeah, because when I look at the story and the challenges that she had to overcome, um, I yeah, I can see how you would want to let her know that this is a celebration of her life, because I don't know, my sense is that maybe, yeah, because there was so much that both her and Grandpa had to overcome in their lives. And I wonder to what extent they really did celebrate. I realize they celebrated at birthdays and that sort of thing, but I wonder if Granny Gwen really knew and was aware of how strong and courageous she was, because she just got on with life. It was just life. She just overcame the obstacles and climbed the mountains, and um, she just got on
Yeah.
with it. She was quite pragmatic, but I wonder if she really knew just how strong a person she was.
I don't know about that. I mean, her brothers and sisters all looked up to her.
Mm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
so I think maybe she knew, that she was a role
Mm-hmm.
model for them, and she
Mm-hmm.
was always there for them.
Mm.
I think you see during the story that I mean, her twin sisters just absolutely adored her, and
Mm.
the brothers and sisters. So, yeah,
Mm.
I think
What was there a
it was good.
favorite part of the book?
I
Was
just enjoyed writing the early part of the book. Yes, their
mm.
pioneering days, I think I enjoyed most, because
Mm.
I enjoy the bush myself. I mean,
Mm.
I loved
Mm-hmm.
camping and um,
Mm.
all this.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think the early pioneering days I definitely liked the best.
Mm. But maybe not. I
And
mean,
I think
the
that's
first.
where they felt that's where they
Mm-hmm.
felt most at home.
Mm.
They tried to create it again, but of course they couldn't. They were older and the
Mm-hmm.
circumstances were not the same.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah.
So I thought we'll do the next video. We'll go deeper into it, but we're just doing these in short segments. We'll probably do a couple more videos. And so thank you to
Okay.
anybody who's watching, and we will create part 2 shortly. Okay.
Okay.